I'm going to try my best to ensure that you all don't get wet.
Oh my god, my face is oily. My face is oily, man. Just for people who don't know, you know. Cheers. It's your boy, the good, the body. Back again with another video. And here we're at Discovery Bay Island Safari with family. Don't know what it said. Let's take a look at the gators.
With any luck, we might be able to take one back.
Alright guys,
Which one?
this is the Black River. Now the Black River doesn't look so black today because it's been raining. There's a bunch of mud and stuff coming down and it definitely doesn't look black. But it's the longest navigable river in Jamaica. It's 44 miles long and it's navigable for about 28 of those miles. Alright? It starts in the center of the island in the cockpit country, and I already feel rain.
Whoa, following rain.
And I'm feeling a drip or two.
Wow, nice one.
Come on guys.
Very nice.
It's gonna rain.
It shouldn't, not for long.
Oh my god. It went too fast.
Oh yeah, because it has nothing to say to the people.
Oh my days.
How many raindrops did I bring? Only 5? Only 4? 5? Alright, he just wants to get
I'm calm, man. I'm good.
Alright, so we're going, like I said, the Black River is 44 miles long and it's navigable for 28 of those miles. It's 15 feet deep here and it's at its deepest it's about 30 feet. But we won't go anywhere near that spot. Alright? And I'm not asking anybody to verify the 15. Take it from me.
Wow.
It's 15.
You better dive it out. But this guy can, you know.
We're going to into the Black River Lomaras, which is the largest remaining natural wetland in the English-speaking Caribbean. 18,000 acres.
Wow.
It's home to 130 species of animals, plants, and 120 something species of animals. You're going to see a lot of these trees, so let me point them out to you quickly before we have to move for the rain. This is a red mangrove, and that's a white mangrove. The red mangrove has the roots hanging down into the water, and the white mangrove, you look under there, you see a forest of little roots sticking up out of the ground right near the base of the tree there.
Yeah.
Those are called breathing roots. I don't think you've seen them because we're passing it right there across the road. Only for little roots sticking up like that. Those are called breathing roots. And the reason for that is that the peat soil that they're growing in has no oxygen. So they're trying to get everything from the water. Getting all the nutrients and oxygen from the water. Now the crocodiles are very territorial and we can give them names. And Jeremy is not here.
Jeremy is over there. don't know it's a party, good to party. Living it up, you get me? So we live for people that don't know. Let's dwell upon the negative and dwell upon the positive for people.
I see you have something stuck in my car.
Okay. What could go up in the man's cup right now?
Something.
Open that Germany. Germany. Oh my days. Yeah, that's very dangerous, isn't it? For the crop. Oh my days. Yes, but people say, I don't know what it said. Very rainy today. Oh my God. Every day is very young people. You see Lord Sailor right here? Sailor introduced himself, you know it? And I'm here with my beautiful wife.
I'm looking for Tom and Jerry.
Yes, people are looking for Tom and Jerry.
You know, it's fun. And then it's difficult to find them because the crocodiles prefer sunny, warm climate. And that's why I said to you, won't see the gators today. Because they're not in Jamaica. They're warm crocodiles.
Crocodiles in Jamaica.
Alligators are native to China and the United States. That's it. Anything else is in a zoo.
This reason why you're going to tell us when you start. You're going to tell us why.
No, seriously. If you go to any place else where you see a gator, it's in a zoo or somebody has snuck it into the country.
Oh.
They're not native to any other place except China and the United States.
Okay.
Everything else in the world is a crocodilian.
Yeah, we learned something new today.
That's the whole point.
So crocodile we have in Jamaica.
I have no idea why
Oh
they
my
call
days,
it.
some people
Somebody
always do
looked
this.
up. I don't know why they call it that because there's no alligators never have been.
Yeah, only crocodiles in Jamaica. There's no crocodile, there's no except.
I need somebody to be observant. And anybody says if they're seeing anything funny going on with the water, look. Anybody see anything funny going on with the water?
Yeah, like a whirlpool or something.
Oh,
Jumping backward.
that's slow. That's slow down, it might help. Let me see if you see anything going on funny with the water. Look to the side, over there.
It's
Nobody sees
what is that still?
No. Nobody sees it dark once.
Yeah.
Darker than the next. Yeah. Look over there. Look how dark it is over there.
Yeah.
You see that? You see that the dark water is coming out into what we call broad water from the Broad River. Two rivers meet here, the Black River
Oh.
and the
Yes.
Broad River. And
I
the
thought if
Broad
you get
River
closer it would all
dark, like how the Black River should look.
okay.
Right? But because there's so much mud in the Black River, you're seeing the difference between the two rivers. You see?
Over there dark.
Right. So over there it's 15 feet deep, and just in front of us here is only 4 feet.
Whoa.
Because all the mud that comes down the Black River settles out here.
Okay. I thought if you get closer it would be
So
like this.
there's a mud flat thing going on here. And you can definitely see the difference between the two rivers. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is broad water, and the Black River coming in on the left is coming 44 miles from way up there in the mountains, beyond those mountains. And the Broad River, which is only 13 miles long, is coming from the Santa Cruz Mountains on my right. Only 13 miles long. And those of us who have lived in England are very aware of tides. The effect of tides. Because you can go to a place at low tide, and when you're trying to come back at high tide, you can't even see where you need to go. It's 6 feet deep. Jamaica don't get 6 or 7 or 8 feet like they do in Northern England and up in Scotland and all. But here, the tide is about this much. Just under 2 feet. But it still works. Still works on the environment. The salt water from the sea comes right up here. Straight line, right up here. The currents of the Black River are so strong that it pushes the salt onto this river. And the reason why we know that is because the plants and animals on the Black River and Broad River differ. The commercial fishery on the Black River is the freshwater shrimp. The commercial fishery over here is the marine crab, the saltwater crab.
Yeah.
The salt water goes up 8 of the 13 miles at high tide. But everything is different on this river, so much so that the local people call it the Salt River.
Wow. I don't know what that name already now.
And the reason why we have turned right onto the Broad River and not continued on the Black River is because the crocodiles prefer salt water.
Okay, yeah. What the people know here? People know what? First time here, man. First time here. First time.
Then the only time they see me on TV on a Sunday night on TV.
Interview though. I remember his name. I don't remember his name, I don't remember his name. Lloyd. Yes, my people, this is Lloyd, our sailor today, our captain.
Lloyd, your captain.
Big up Good Deportee on YouTube, the Good Deportee.
The Good Deportee.
Yeah.
Big him up.
Big up Good Deportee, alright, Lloyd here.
Alright guys, so you'll notice
I know man, we will like, share and subscribe. You must like, share and subscribe.
river is so much darker than the one we came on, right?
Yeah.
But if you're looking ahead of you and you see something come out of the water and go back, not a shark, but it's close
The mermaid.
in terms of size. Tarpon can get up to 250 pounds.
What?
That's 7 feet long. And I know because I've caught one that was a baby and that was 75 pounds.
Wow.
It took me 2.5 hours to bring him into the boat. They're big buggers. The only thing that's bigger than a tarpon in there is a crocodile.
Oh my god, tarpon is the biggest thing out there.
What do they look like?
White.
Fish.
They're silvery, they're long and narrowish with a big mouth, a scoop-shaped mouth.
Tarpon.
I've caught tarpon, I've seen tarpon caught that had 5-pound fish, whole mother fish in their stomach.
Wow.
They just swim along and just
Scoop up the
Scoop
fish
up
with
the
big
fish.
mouth.
scientific name is megalops or big mouth.
Big mouth.
Not Bigfoot, big mouth.
Yeah.
The other big fish in here are snook. But whereas tarpon are not good to eat, only some people will eat it. The
Yeah.
snook is excellent fish. Eh? The tarpon doesn't taste right.
Yeah.
It bleeds a lot and just doesn't taste good.
But people still eat it, man.
People still eat it.
I
but,
mashed it up already. And tastes
Snook
nice.
is a lot better. Snook can get up to 50 pounds. There might be a crocodile here. It's the only reason why that guy would stop.
Yeah, he met a crocodile.
But I'm not seeing it. You see him? You saw one just now? Come.
There's one over there, There's one over there, isn't it? There's one.
Crocodile?
Where?
Can you see? Look,
Oh,
there it is.
I don't see it.
Yes, it's right there.
oh, there's the crocodile there.
Yeah, it's in the water, man, just by near to the bush.
Oh, yeah. No, it just went down there, you mean?
Yeah,
It
see
went
that?
down in the water.
Went down in the water.
Yeah.
I saw one.
If it's there, it'll come back up. Come.
Ow.
Alright, this is there. We'll see when we're coming back.
If it
I
was
don't want
funny
to hang
man,
around here
baby.
for too
Yeah.
long, and then, you know, it gets right. There's another one that usually up here as well.
Yes, the people, you don't know it's set. Up on the excursion here, you know. So I'm going on the beach. Up on the river, I mean.
The kind of things I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes,
then I
but
saw
people.
the terrible smoke.
So it's set the people.
So some bird.
And those were just kind of around.
That's a great white heron.
Aaron,
Call
whoa.
it the greater egret.
White bird, yeah.
Got a long neck.
Yeah.
Wow. Aaron, what's the last his way from South America and ended up here?
No man, they're here every single day. There are dozens of them along there.
They native to Jamaica.
Yeah man.
Oh, I thought they came
They're
from
right here.
abroad.
No. They're right here. man.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Why but Jamaica big man, we got Aaron here.
Yep.
Nice
That's
bird
right.
like that.
Some people say the correct term for it is a greater egret, but some people call it the great white heron.
Wow, the
Because we
great
also
right
have the
Aaron.
great blue heron here.
Wow. Where
All
find
right,
those?
I'm going to
Blue
ask you
Mountain.
guys a question.
Blue Mountain.
I don't know if who's going to be smart enough to figure it out. All right, what do you think the name of this plant is? Who said fern?
Yeah, but you shouldn't have given it away. You should give
He did say anybody.
I did say anybody.
No man.
All right,
Shannon was just gonna
somebody
say
never
it.
heard. Somebody never heard.
Shannon was just gonna say it.
What is this plant? You heard. Go away. It's a fern. It's a giant fern, and wherever you see that fern, do you remember the name of this one? Red mangrove.
Yeah.
Wherever you see the fern and the red mangrove, as a scientist, I consider it to be indicator species. You're telling me something about the water. Now, I have already told you,
Yeah.
so I'm going to ask you now, what is it telling me? What are these plants telling me about this water?
It's salt water.
Go away, you've heard it before.
Told us.
I told you.
You told us, man.
I told you, yeah?
I thought
It's
anyone,
not
I thought anyone could answer.
You don't want group around you.
So they don't. None of these two plants grow in fresh water.
Whoa! What?
All right,
That's
I'm gonna tell you
amazing.
something else which you probably don't know, unless you're
The
originally
red mangrove.
from Jamaica. This is the red mangrove, right?
Red mangrove don't grow in freshwater, people. You hear that?
But hang on. In the old days in Jamaica, all the wooden floors were red. Why?
They made it out with the red
Mangrove. Oh my god, you're so
Yeah,
smart.
he's answering me right, you know, but he doesn't know why he's saying it.
Yeah, because they
There
made
was
it
a
that
thing
way.
called red oak.
Oh, they get it
Red
from it.
ochre with the bastardization pattern.
Red oak.
Red oak. Red oak is made from the red mangrove tree. They take the bark, chip it off,
Oh.
boil it, and they get a red paste, which is a dye. And
Oh.
dyes that floor red. And then the girls would have to shine it up with that coconut brush. Right? And a lot of people who still live in this country
You never grow
have
like
no
that.
idea
I do.
that red oak
grow
comes
like
from the
that?
red
Yes.
mangrove.
Yes.
You know what I can remember.
remember all the actually.
Yeah, from the red mangrove. Some people think that they make the floor from the red mangrove. No. They get the dye from the bark of the red mangrove in boil. Alright, okay. I want you to come off this trip knowing a lot more than you did when you got on. So up in the top of that tree is an osprey's nest. The fish eagle or osprey,
Yeah, go for it, go.
that's the nest of an osprey. And they're osprey in the United Kingdom. They're all over the place. It's a fish eagle. They're the only bird on this river that catch the fish with the talons.
Wow.
Everything else
Like
catch the
eagle.
fish
It's an eagle
with the
egg.
beak.
Yeah.
Now over on that little island over there, there's a tree right in the foreground in the middle here. That's called logwood.
Oh yes.
There's another one that's to the back that you can't differentiate from this angle, but it's called bunwood. Now that's again Jamaican for burn. Bunwood.
Burnwood.
Burnwood tree. What does that tell you about that tree?
Good for starting fires.
Hell no.
No?
But
It's
that
been
would have
burned.
been true for the logwood.
Yes.
But the bunwood tree is like poison ivy.
Oh my
The
days.
sap from the bunwood tree is like battery acid.
Wow.
You lean
Poison
against
ivy.
it, it's a black, awful looking sap.
Oh my days.
And it doesn't sting, it burns you
Oh.
like acid.
That means
But
in
in South America, they use it for furniture. But they have to use protective clothing to cut it. And they have to put it down for 9 months before they can use it.
Okay.
But once they use it, it lasts forever. And you just missed the bird that I was going to show you. It just flew right here. There it is. There's a little bird right there. And here's its nest. And she's very upset because I'm showing you her eggs.
Yeah.
But look at where she has the nest with the eggs. On
Oh,
a
the
fish
beautiful
pot.
eggs.
She put it on a fish pot.
She took the fish pot up there?
No, that's the question.
Oh, the fish pot is there.
Question. How did the fish pot get there? But one thing we do know is that that bird is smart enough
To make a nest in
realize
there.
that that's the perfect place
To
to
make
put
a
her nest.
Yes. I guess it was when the tides came in and the water ran.
No. I think a fisherman just got fed up with the damn thing and just jumped it. And she said, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I love this.
Blue eggs on the
Yeah.
eggs are so pretty.
That's a little green heron
Wow.
there. And she has, the first time I saw the nest was just by chance. Because I saw the bird move off. And I said, she was on a nest. I looked in there, nothing. The next day I came back, 1 egg. Next day I came back, 1 egg. Following day, 2 eggs. And now there are 3.
Wow.
And she's guarding them with her life.
She's not moving, man.
Not going anywhere.
So she gonna have 3 little baby around soon.
Yeah. We're looking for George here, but the fact that he didn't stop tells me that George is not around. I might tell you they're territorial,
Yeah.
so we can give them names.
George's not leaving here.
No, George doesn't go very far. But he can go under. A crocodile has a 3-chambered heart.
Whoa.
Can't maintain a body temperature. So it needs the sun to help it to warm up. On a day like today, it's doing this to the food. Cold, it just like it. So
Hibernating.
he's trying to find somewhere it's nice and warm, and that's usually below the surface, down in the salt.
Wow.
Right? So I'm looking here and I'm not seeing George. Several hundred.
What?
In the Black River area. But on a good day, we might see 12, 14. On a bad day like today, we might not see any.
Bad day like this.
And I would say 5 out of 7 days, there's one on the property less than 15 feet from where you're parked.
Wow. Wow.
On a 5 out of 7 days, Freddie is there.
Freddy.
And Freddie has been there since 1993. When I
Wow.
came back from England and started.
He's a big man, man.
Freddie's an old fella.
Yes, the people said please get Black River Venture with the band and Venture Tours. Black River, I said River Black people. the speedboat. When they were racing on the speedboat.
Actually, you know, that was over in Trelawney.
Trelawney, yeah, yeah.
It looks exactly like this place that you're going to see right now.
Truth be told, Trelawney.
Truth be told. Alright. So, you know, there are 3 companies that do this work. Can't stand it. 3. That was one. The other guy that almost
Yeah.
another. We're the third. We're the only one that appears on TV every single Sunday.
Okay.
And our motto is more than just a boat ride.
Yeah, it's very educational, informative.
I happen to be a wetland ecologist.
Wow.
And I did the first baseline study of this wetland and the one in the grill. So I know everything about this place.
Wow.
These guys know about crocodiles. If they don't see one, they can't tell you anything. They don't know nothing about anything. So my objective when I do a tour is to try and get you to learn a little bit more about this place. That it's not all about mosquitoes and sandflies or crocodiles, but that this is a living, breathing ecosystem. Right?
Yeah.
And the crocodile is just one of the things in there. This red mangrove tree is an extremely unique plant. And coming up in front of us is this place that everybody thinks that Bond movie was filmed. This is Mangrove Avenue.
Yeah.
And you'll soon see why. Mangrove Avenue.
Mangrove right through.
Yep, both sides.
Wow. Yes, the people are at Mangrove Avenue. Yeah,
I see bubbles coming up off the ground.
I've looked for the bubbles them, JJ.
Yes, some bubbles there.
You see bubbles them, you know, say it was one of them.
I've gone and there's a crocodile swimming along back there. Alright, so this is Mangrove Avenue. And you notice that there are mangrove trees coupled over on either side.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, remember I told you that the mangrove tree, the soil that it's growing in has no nutrients. So it's getting
Okay.
everything from the water.
Yeah.
So they're not rooted into the soil because they're not getting anything from the soil. They're literally on tippy toes like this. So whenever the wind blows too hard, they fall over. If you
Okay.
look at how tall those
Yeah.
trees are. And they're all like this.
And tippy toes,
On
yeah.
tippy toes. Because the very first roots have become buttress roots, tripods that hold the tree up. All the roots want to do is to find water. When they get to a certain size, they hold the tree up. If you look at the tip right here, see these bunch of roots?
Yeah.
Look at the tips. What do you see?
Tripod.
No, they're tripod, but look what else at the tips? Tips, look. No, it's not a hole. That's an optical illusion. Look at this. Set them right here. Look, turn behind you. Right over
Look at
your
it.
head.
They're black.
They're black, yeah. There's something at the tips of these roots. It's GPS for water.
Yes.
Show you that water is there.
It's their water seeking cells. If that tip doesn't touch water, the root just keeps growing forever. We've proven that.
Wow.
Yeah, they're little sensors, little water sensors. And like I said, if they don't touch water, the root just keeps growing. So if you have a 50-foot tall tree, you're going to have at least 40-odd foot long roots. Right? So that's how they ensure that the tree gets to the water every time. And what do they do because they know the tide rises and falls? They don't stop when they just hit the water the first time, because that might have been at a high tide.
Yeah.
So they grow just enough to cover the tidal range.
Wow.
And then they stop.
Look at it here. Just beginning to reach the water.
Yeah?
And those are in already.
If you look on your left, there's a tree that we call Rasta Mangrove. Right here.
Oh, this one here, Rasta Mangrove.
See how long those roots are?
Yeah,
Rasta Mangrove.
Rasta Mangrove. We look like a locks.
Really look like that, don't they? Now most times that we pass through here, I can show you yellow leaves. Look for me and see if you see any yellow leaves floating in the water. See? Yellow leaves.
Yeah.
I see them floating, man. Yellow leaves. Those yellow leaves are there for a reason. Even though the mangrove tree only grows in seawater, it can't use the salt. So within the cells, within those branches there, it filters the water and puts the salt into special leaves called sacrificial leaves.
What? Which is
They
yellow.
turn
leaves.
yellow,
Sacrificial
filled
leaves.
with salt, and they fall off.
Wow. Sacrificial leaves on every branch.
Yes?
Just one leaf out of the whole bunch just beside the
It
whole
does,
thing.
no, it puts the salt into those special leaves, and they fall off, turn yellow, fall off.
Wow.
That is how good this mangrove tree is. There may very well be a crocodile up here because there's a couple of them up here.
Yeah.
But before we go up there, I just want to point out to you. Does anybody know what an oxbow is?
First I heard that.
Oxbow.
First I heard about oxbow.
Alright. This is one side of an oxbow. Right here.
One side.
Of an oxbow. An oxbow is a section of river that we'll call a meander, like a curve, that's been cut off from the rest of the river. So the river used to go around and come back here. So in here is an island of
Oh.
mangrove trees.
Oxbow.
That's why we call this place Mangrove Island. So the river used to come back out here and curve around there. This is the newest section of river. It happened in 1944 after a hurricane. Right? That got blocked, and it dug and dug and dug and dug around there until it burst a new channel here to meet back up with the river here. Now, I don't see the crocodile that he's looking at. I don't know. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's him here. Him there. Here's the crocodile there. Here
This
is
is the biggest crocodile.
Here's the crocodile there.
Barry.
Barry.
The biggest crocodile on the river. It's 10 feet.
Yeah,
Easily 10 feet.
that's his eye. That's his eye there. Barry.
There's 10 feet of this crocodile still below the surface. Easily.
Give my people a good look. Alright, my people, I'm stop it, that's all. Let me see Barry. Whoa, Barry. Yes, my people, see the crocodile here. Wow.
It's been around for as long as I've been on this river, which is
Long time.
well over 30 years.
Wow, I'm a talk, man. I'm talking
So they
people.
just lie
Barry.
It just float there.
Yeah, it's usually, it's 10 feet, so it may have its tail on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let me tell you a story about Barry. I had a captain by the name of Colin, and Colin was just around the corner there feeding Barry. And
Big one.
It's huge, I tell you, it's close to 10 feet.
Yeah, it's big.
He's feeding Barry with chicken skin. So he's kneeling at the gate and he has his hand out with the chicken skin, and someone in the boat